With the new Astra. That was until the Geneva Motor Show, when all that changed and Ford unveiled their new Focus and quite literally pulled the rug out from underneath its rivals. Vauxhall and VW chiefs were probably stood there quaking in their pinstripe suits and lederhosen as they looked at the radical new Focus, and it almost makes the new Golf and the new Astra look rather ordinary. So, have Vauxhall succeeded with the new Astra? Well, yes and no. On the negative side must be that cabin and the interior, and rumours are that a new cabin and interior ready being worked on and could be in the car in about a year or so's time. And like for like, say up against the Golf, the Astra's cabin is no match for it, and it's no cheap car either. They're very similarly priced. On the plus side though, you have to say the way it looks and the way it handles makes up for it. The engines are responsive, nimble and economical. So what do? Do you wait over a year for the new Focus? Do you wait a few months for the Golf, or do you buy an Astra now? Well, it's your money, it's your decision. Me, I think I'd maybe just hang on a little and see how things go. I'm sitting on the fence, I know, but make no mistake about it, this isn't a bad car. Now what we have here is the real fun part of driving the new Astra. Deep in the heart of Austria, Vauxhall have closed off an airfield for us and set up a special course to test out the dynamic capabilities of the Astra. There's a slalom course, there's a high-speed brake test, and there's of course the good old elk test that caught out the Mercedes A-Class so badly. Hopefully it won't do the same with the new Astra, I'm sure it won't. Let's go and try, shall we? So first of all, there's this slalom test. You've got to stay in the cones, of course, not knocking any of the cones off. I'm taking it rather gently just at the moment, just to get used to it, unlike the previous guy who took it very, very fast. Now we're into the slalom course, and this is in and out of these all the time, right the way through. And we're heading now towards the brake test. We've got to try and hit 100 kilometers an hour before stamping on the brakes at this particular point here. And it seems to do the job very nicely indeed. Down to the end, turning it round. Back up, there's a recommended speed of 60 kilometers an hour into this. This is the good old-fashioned elk test. Whoop. Took a few cones with me along the way there, I'm afraid. A lane change. And finally down to the last corner. Round we go, hard on the brakes in here. Taking it fairly gently back round to the end.
We've sold over 1.5 million Astras to date, and the car's never out of the top 10 bestsellers list. Now this car represents a £1.5 billion investment, and we're very confident that it's going to become a #1 bestseller.
Reports coming up in future editions of Motor Week. The new Ford Focus, the new A-Class,